2009 to 2019.
10 years of the roar.
Times have changed, but we're still here.
And we're staying put.
Look what you made me do.
You didn't really think so, did you?
Are you ready for it?
If you're feeling low, just let yourself go.
I tried to forget about you, baby.
Broadcasting from the Buenaventura Garcia Paredes OP building.
Live and online from 9 to 5 via mixler.com/USD Tiger Radio. No one gets left behind for the ride.
This is the station where you hear the roar.
This is USD Tiger Radio.
USD Tiger Radio, the only station where you hear the roar. I am Tiger Jock Luna, and alongside with me is...
Tiger Jock Luke. Thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in to #TR Night Shift. Now, the time check is 9:42 p.m. and I hope every one of you guys had a productive day, because on the topic of productivity, we have something pretty interesting in store for you guys today. Now, Luna, how was your day today? Was there anything you've done or you're proud of doing today?
Well, actually today, I was shooting for Behind the Roar, and trust me, it is so tiring. I know you can relate. What do you think about that?
Truly, we do have a lot in store for you guys, but we are not going to give any away, so make sure to tune into that. Now, before we start, allow us to call out our listeners. Hello, Tiger Chief, IJ Saber, Kobe Dayo, Heart Baral, IJ Roxy, IJ Macy, Frey, and Nat. Thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. Make sure to invite your guys' friends if you want to. They're all welcome, because I feel like a lot of people will be able to take something from this topic.
But before anything else, we actually have a Twitter poll. How do you stay productive? And that gives away our topic for tonight. How do you stay productive, you guys? Do you get enough sleep? Do you eat healthy? Or do you work out? Go on to our Twitter at Tiger Radio USD to vote.
That's right. So if there's anything not in the options, make sure to leave it down in the chat box below. And before we proceed, allow me to plug our social media. On Facebook, we are on facebook.com/US Tiger Radio. On Instagram and on TikTok, we are on US Tiger Radio. On Twitter, we are on Tiger Radio UST. And on Mixler, we are at US Tiger Radio. I assume considering that you're tuned in right now. And on YouTube, we are on USD Tiger Radio. Alrighty, now do we have a heck of a topic for you guys today? But before we go into it, actually, you know what? Why don't we just dive right into it, Luna?
Okay, our topic for tonight is the 2 types of a productive person. And I feel like a lot of you can relate to this, especially later on, because I don't want to spoil anything. What do you think, Luke?
I believe that Luna and I had a conversation where we identified as one or the other of this, and I feel like after this talk you can identify which we are and which you are as well. So the first type of productive person is the proactive type. Now, personally, being in a course that demands a lot of planning, a lot of writing, it's definitely something that is expected of students, to be proactive, to be energetic, and to just be able to push through despite the odds. Now, Luna, what makes a proactive person?
Well, there are 2 things to define that you are a proactive type of person. So first is they delegate. They do lists, it is a must for them for time management, and they try to plan their day ahead. I can say that this is definitely not me, you guys. I do not plan my day ahead, but I know you guys out there are proactive types. Of course, you also need to make sure that you're doing the most important ones first on your list, because I'm sure it will be all over the place if you try to do everything all at once. How about you, Bryce? Are you delegating your tasks for everything?
Now, I do believe there's something a tad bit more important than planning, and that's a personal belief, and that is resting. That is correct, everyone. The proactive person, as proactive as they may be, as delicate or detailed as they may be in their plans, they rest. They make sure to give themselves a breath of fresh air, and it's always important to make sure that you yourself as a person has give yourself a break every now and then. Whether that be watching a show, going to sleep, which I believe a lot of people just go to sleep when they can. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you time it and all that. And that is our first productive person. I don't know if you identify as that, so thank you so much for tuning in. Hello to our wonderful chatters or people in the comments. Yes, Garen says that he is a proactive person. Wow, nice to know, Garen. It's weird that I kind of know you in real life, and I believe there's a type of person for you later. We'll see about that later. Anyways, shout out to our listeners, allow me to read a couple of you guys. See IJ Eva, Erica Mison, Gabriel Galang, IJ Garen. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to invite your friends.
Okay, so before everything else, let me just have a quick song break for you guys. Here is Feel Good by Griffin, only on the station where you hear the roar, UST Tiger Radio.
Music and more.
Brought to you right here, right now.
USC Tiger Radio.
Alrighty, UST Tiger Radio, the only station where you hear the roar. That last song was Levitating by Dua Lipa. What a wonderful song that was. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in to #TR Night Shift. The time check is 9:48 p.m. Hope everyone's feeling cozy because we're gonna help you identify which type of productive person you are.
Okay, before everything else, shout out to IJ Garen, IJ Eva, IJ Saber, and hi to Kuya Kobe, hi to Ate Heart, and all to our 39 listeners out there. Thank you so much. Now we go back to our topic.
Alrighty. But before we go to our topic, let us check the Twitter poll. It turns out a lot of you said, how do you stay productive? Getting enough sleep. A lot of you must be college students who need that, and I really appreciate the honesty because that is what I voted for, so it's good to know that I'm not alone. But to anyone who eats healthy or working out, you do you. You guys are doing really good for yourself and especially for your body, so keep it up.
Okay, now we have the second type of a productive person, the procrastinator. And this is where I can relate to because believe it or not, you guys, people stay productive by actually procrastinating. And I can really attest to that. Am I right, Garen? Right there in the comment section, Garen says, he is also a huge procrastinator and he continues to do so because he finds it effective.
Really,
How about you?
really well
Do you
said, Garen. Thank you so
procrastinate?
much for your input. Yes, honestly, I believe that every single person has procrastinated. Even when they were a little kid, like a baby, they would just be like, no, I don't want to eat veggies now. I'll do it later. And then they never eat it for the week. That's something that I feel like everyone has been through every now and then. Alrighty, so here's a little fun tidbit about procrastinating. Most people believe procrastination prevents you from achieving your career goals. But don't be upset, we all have been there. According to statistics, 95% of the population procrastinate from time to time.
They also play things in their head and they become productive by doing other things beforehand. But don't you worry, guys, because procrastination isn't bad at all if you know how to make the most out of it.
That's right. Unfortunately, guys, that wraps up our talk. So now that you know the top 2 types of productive people, which one are you? Let us know in your comments, tweet us, tag us. I appreciate everyone who participates in this and everyone who doesn't. I guess that just makes you a procrastinator. Anyways, it was a wonderful time. I am going to say goodnight, and I hope you guys have a productive tomorrow or productive night. And that is an official goodnight from intern Jock Luke and
Intern Jock Luna, and this is #TR Night Shift.
Only on the station where you hear the roar, UST
Tiger Radio. Good night, you guys!
Good night, everyone.